Have you ever given your all to someone, only to find them walking away? You cared deeply, you were attentive, you were there whenever they needed you, yet it wasn't enough. You might even feel betrayed, asking yourself, why would someone leave when I cared so much? But today we're going to explore an uncomfortable truth, a truth rooted in Stoic philosophy, human nature, and the paradoxes of love. And trust me, this is something every man needs to hear. Welcome to the channel, where we explore the ancient wisdom of Stoicism to navigate the challenges of modern life. If this resonates with you, consider subscribing and sharing this message with others. It might just be what they need to hear. Let's start with the paradox of caring. The paradox of caring is this: the more you overextend yourself for someone, the less they often value your efforts. Why? Because human beings are wired to value what they must work for. Let's look at this through an analogy. Imagine you're climbing a mountain. The higher you climb, the more you appreciate the view, the more rewarding the effort feels. Now imagine someone simply hands you the view from a helicopter ride. It might feel nice, but it won't carry the same weight. Relationships work in a similar way. When everything is handed on a silver platter, it loses its value. Here's where Stoic philosophy gives us guidance. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, do not disturb yourself by imagining the whole of your life ahead. Be content if the smallest thing goes well. In relationships, we often aim to fix everything for the other person. But caring doesn't mean overgiving. It means being present, intentional, and allowing the other person to climb their own mountain. If you're finding value so far, hit that like button and share it with someone who might need this insight. Let's spread this knowledge to help men everywhere. Next, let's move on to the need for self-worth. Let's dig deeper into why women often leave men who seem to care too much. The answer isn't because caring is wrong. It's because care without self-worth is hollow. Imagine this. You're holding a glass filled with water. If you keep pouring, eventually the glass overflows and everything spills. The same happens when you prioritize others over yourself. If you have no boundaries, no self-respect, and no foundation of your own, your care becomes less of a gift and more of a burden. Seneca, the great Stoic thinker, reminds us, he who is brave is free. When you invest in yourself, when you are brave enough to build your worth, you become free. Free from the need for validation. Free from chasing relationships that drain you. Men, this isn't about being selfish. It's about balance. You must have something to offer the world beyond your relationships. Develop your mind, your body, your passions. Be someone who is whole on his own. Subscribe to this channel if you're ready to reclaim your power and learn how to navigate life with wisdom and strength. Now, let's look at why women are attracted to strength, not submission. There's a reason women gravitate toward strength. Not just physical strength, but emotional and mental strength. Strength is stability. Strength is leadership. And strength is independence. Think of a tree during a storm. A strong tree sways but doesn't break. Its roots are deep, its trunk unshakable. Now imagine a weak tree, one that bends, breaks, or uproots under pressure. Which tree do you think provides a sense of security? In the same way, being overly submissive or overly accommodating makes you appear like the weak tree. It's not about being dominant, it's about being steadfast. Epictetus tells us, we suffer not from events in our lives, but from our judgments about them. Men, you suffer when you see rejection as a reflection of your worth. But rejection is simply a test of your strength. Focus on becoming the tree with deep roots. Women admire men who can stand firm, not for their sake, but for their own. So how do you take this knowledge and transform your approach? Here are 3 actionable steps. Number 1, develop inner strength. Read Stoic texts, practice self-discipline, and master your emotions. Remember, women don't leave because you care. They leave because your care isn't balanced by your strength. Number 2, set boundaries. Value your time, energy, and efforts. If you don't, no one else will. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Number 3, Be purpose-driven. Have a mission outside of relationships. Build a life so fulfilling that someone joining it feels like a privilege, not an obligation. Men, the true measure of a man isn't how much he gives to others, it's how much he builds within himself. Women don't leave men who care, they leave men who lose themselves in that care. So stand tall, stand firm, and live with purpose. If this message resonated with you, hit that subscribe button and share this video. Let's build a community of men who live with strength, wisdom, and integrity. Until next time, remember, you are the master of your fate, the captain of your soul.